Well, as promised, I am trying to speak to every single candidate for the Board of Education election. The early voting started today, but the actual election is May 14th. So if you haven't made up your mind yet or done your research, hopefully this helps. I am excited to welcome Navian Scarlett to the program, and you are running for Board of Education.
Yes.
Awesome. What prompted you? Have you run for any other office before?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Was there anything in particular that prompted this run for you this time?
I think the Board of Education is really close to my heart, really, because I grew up in Frederick and I went through all the school levels of Frederick County Public Schools up until high school. I graduated from Frederick High School in 2019. So a lot of the issues that I saw were being brought up with the seats being open, and a lot of the things I felt like I could really give my input and really be able to make a positive impact as a board member.
I am going to give you the floor, so to speak, and I would love for you to let people know why they should vote for you on the 14th during the election.
Well, I'll say that what I've noticed is that a lot of the forums and interviews I've had running for the Board of Education has been about um, will you collaborate with the other board members? Will you collaborate? And I believe, yes, it's important to be able to work with others, but I think with the issues we're talking about now and the fact that these are issues that people are so concerned about because they have not seen a change in, I think we shouldn't be looking for collaboration. We should be looking for someone who's willing to go in and fight. Any legislator, anyone who's been in a particular office that has gotten things done, that has made this changed or got this legislation passed, they had to fight for it. It doesn't matter how collaborative or compromising you are with other people, there is a fight going on behind the scenes. We need to elect people who are going to fight for you, the community, the parents, the students, okay, and make sure that you're not going to back down, that this has to be done. And that's the same thing we need to do with our budget too. Our Frederick County is growing at a rapid pace, and we have not seen a growth in our budget from the government. It's not about asking nicely. It's not about walking on eggshells and I don't want to rub them the wrong way. It's about we need this to operate effectively. We need this to educate effectively. We demand that this is done because it needs to be done. And that's for a lot of the issues that we have going on. With bullying, we need people in our schools to be actually holding the bullies accountable, not making the victim feel like they are the problem. And that's what I've experienced. And one of the new things that I've heard as of lately with bullying is that the victim is being made to leave the school and go to another school, and there's no offer of transportation help or anything like that. They're just, you know, you're being bullied, we're removing you instead of the person that's probably going to go around and bully someone else, even if you're not there. So this is a fight because things haven't been done. It is a fight to get these things done. All these issues that all these parents are concerned about. I am going in to fight for these things. I'm going in to fight for my voters. I'm going in to fight for my community because I've seen it, I've experienced it. Certain things I will never forget for the rest of my life. And that's why I'm running for the board because I have seen the horrors of public school and I don't want it to continue. I don't want to go in and be so compromising that I don't, say that this is not a position that needs to be compromised. This is something that just needs to get done. And we just need more of that mentality that we just need these things to be done. And it's not about an argument and it's not about, whatever group you want to support or whatever group, endorsed you or whatever it is that is encouraging you not to do this. It's about working for the people who put us in office. It's not just about the education system in the school. It's also about the people who put us in office and put their trust in us to do what is in their best interest. And we have not seen that. So what I'll say to all the voters is take a really hard look at all of our candidates and think about who you think is going to fight for you when they're in office. Because what you don't want is someone who's not fighting for you and compromising to the extent that they lose their path or they lose their vigor for why they were running to make these changes. And it's not to say that it's going to be easy. It's going to be very hard. But for the past 7 years, I've been fighting against gun violence. For the past 7 years, I've had people tell me no to my story of trauma. For the past 7 years, I've gone back again and again and again. Despite how many no's I get, I keep coming back. And I'm bringing that level of activism and that level of passion to the board to make sure our students are educated, to make sure they're in a safe environment, to make sure we have inclusivity and diversity in our schools, to make sure that we have enough budget to operate. Getting by is not going to do it, and it hasn't been doing it for a very long time. I'm going in to make sure all the concerns that you bring to the board is addressed, not just sitting around and sitting in office and losing hope. That's what I see a lot of, is that, even other candidates telling me, oh, that ship has sailed, or like, oh, that's, that's nice and everything. Good luck with that. There is no good luck with that. We need these things to be done so that we have a proper education system and we are setting up our students for success and not failure in life and in college readiness. That is what I'm doing when I go into the board, is I'm going in to fight for my community, fight for my voters, and listen to what I'm listening to, what they are saying, and making sure that their voice is heard as a board member. Every vote I would make as a board member will have everyone's voice in account. Everyone's parent, teacher, student, everyone's voice, because we cannot make a vote based on just one side. That's not how it works. And that's where the collaboration comes in, right? Making sure it goes along with this part and this part. There's multiple parts to it. That's what we need on the board, is someone who will be fighting for what is right and not just any kind of separate agendas or personal agendas. That's why I'm going in the board, fighting for you.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for the time today. We wish you the best of luck. We know you're going to do great things for Frederick. And yeah, we look forward to seeing what happens on May 14th.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was good. Thank you.
Thank you.